Welcome, friends. Today, we're doing another fragrance rotation video for the week ending the 29th of September, 2024. Spectacular. Welcome back, friends, to another fragrance rotation video. The last of September. Hasn't it flown by? Good grief. Seems like only 5 minutes ago I was rearranging the cupboard and all that was in it. How fun. Anyway, let's have a look at this week, shall we, before we start. It's been a weird week for me. It's utterly pissed down for about 3 days. Absolutely shocking it was. Didn't really wear any 4 days, really, if I think about it. Didn't really wear anything to cheer myself up. So I kind of went with a couple of real classics. And everything else is kind of, well, you'll see. Anyway, let's start, shall we? We start with a debutante. This is the first time I have worn this, and this is Iris Bleu Gris. Iris Bleu Gris by Maître Parfumeur Gantier. Fantastic. This is an absolutely beautiful scent. Absolutely incredible. It's exactly what it smells like, to be honest with you. It's a bluey grey iris, and it's perfect for rainy weather. It's quite a melancholic fragrance. It has, obviously, iris, but it's got like this green tone to it as well, like a green, grey, blue, slightly purple sort of vibe. Vetiver, I got a lot of vetiver from it. Moss, I got some oak moss. Just a generally beautiful fragrance, if I'm being honest. Little bit of like a citrus sort of thing going on at the top, but this is awesome. I don't know if they still sell it. They might do, but this is an old bottle, like a ye-olde bottle. So pretty pleased with this. Smells amazing. Really, really glad to have it. Fantastic house. Don't think they make a bad perfume. Well, they don't make a bad perfume, but go and watch my... Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Go and watch my Maître Parfumeur Gantier First Impressions series if you want to see wider thoughts on the whole line. I ended up buying 4. 5 maybe. Can't remember. Anyway, Tuesday, I wore this. Tabac Rouge. It's famous on the channel. It's famous on this very channel because I love this stuff. I prefer this a lot more than Tobacco Vanille. Tobacco Vanille? I always get Vanilla Van and Tobacco Vanille mixed up. Tobacco Vanille, I much prefer it. I remember when this was first released, it didn't have a tobacco note. But it does have tobacco in it. It's a honey, cinnamon, benzoin, tobacco. It's ginger. I get ginger from it, like a crystalline ginger. I get like a ginger kind of vibe from it. It's not fizzy. Excuse me. It's not a fizzy ginger, but it's a beautiful ginger. It's a beautiful fragrance in general. I absolutely love it. It smells a bit like a tobacconist's crossed with like a toffee shop. You know? Oh, the tobacco note in this is so much better than the one in Tobacco Vanille. It's shocking. I love it. It's got this kind of sourness to it, you know? Just a little sour green, maybe. Something just a little, just like, not unpleasant, but like, more like green tobacco leaf, you know? That kind of thing. Oh. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Fantastic water. Next up, a genuine classic, one of the finest of the century, and you'll just have to believe me, because I don't have the bottle, but I do have the decant. And this is Bois d'Argent. I decant this because because, my friends, I have a 450ml, but it doesn't have a spray, which is probably a good thing. So I decanted into here, and this is a 2014 batch, I want to say, 2015 maybe, before Demachy butchered it in 2018 and decided to say that he was the perfumer when he was quite clearly not. It was Annick Minardo. That was a scandal for which I will never forgive Francois Demachy or Dior. Absolutely disgraceful, really, you know, but there we are. This is Iris. It is myrrh. It has frankincense, patchouli, honey, lovely honey note in it. An absolutely gorgeous fragrance. Performance is brilliant on this version. This is the version with the separated CD on the top. Gorgeous. I love this stuff. I really do. I think it's one of the best fragrances of the century. One of the best-selling... Well, it is the best-selling Dior in France. Well, it's the best-selling Privé in France, according to someone who lives in France and talks to the Paris boutique. So, I shall take their word for it. Next up we have something completely different. This is on Thursday. And on Thursday, I wore Tom Ford's Noir Anthracite, or Anthracite. This was released in 2017, I'm going to say. This is a fantastic one, but like all the best Tom Fords, they discontinued it. The shithouses. This is because the public have no taste. And they don't buy the good fragrances, they buy the shit ones like Tobacco Vanille. Not to worry. This is charred wood. You know when there's been a fire and you put a big log on the fire and it doesn't burn away completely, it turns into that cracked, it gets like a crackled pattern on it, it's charred and black. That's what this smells like to me. It's very dark wood, sandalwood, smoky jasmine, some kind of fucking pepper going on, like a black pepper type thing. All the woods, dark woods, evil woods, very ominous, very Tom Ford. This is one of the, this feels like a proper Tom Ford fragrance. It's massive, you know. It's absolutely huge. And I love it. It's perfect for this time of year when, you know, humans are naturally inclined to start fires and sit by them. And it's got that smoky embers kind of thing going on. That was Thursday. Friday I wore another Tom Ford. Which is also perfect for this time of year. This smells like before the fire, when you are chopping down conifer trees to put on said fire. This is Vert d'Anson from the short-lived Vert series from Tom Ford. It was, oh God, Vert de Bois, Vert d'Anson, and a couple of others, but there was a line, a decent line of them. This is fir, incense, pine, trees, woods, conifers, big conifers to me. It's a little sweet, which would give that kind of, you know, like the goo from a tree. What's it called? What's it called? Sap. Tree sap. Incense, frankincense, which is, I think that's tree sap as well, isn't it? They score the tree and then out comes the goo, you know. Pine, green, it's fantastic. It's evergreen. It's got that kind of evergreens in the autumn kind of smell about it. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. I love it. It is just a proper Tom Ford fragrance. You know, the sort of started falling apart after I think this line did really badly. Was that one called Vert Bohème? I might just be throwing that out there. This line did really badly, and I think it was after this that they started bringing out like the peaches and the fucking cherries and all of that bullshit, which they seem to have abandoned now and gone back to stuff like black lacquer and amber intrigue. So we will see. We will see. Hopefully, I've smelled black lacquer and I think it's really, really good. Just not for 290 quid for 50 mil. It's just the price that's putting us off. Not to worry. Speaking of price putting you off, next up we have a Les Indemodables. And this fragrance is called Patchouli Noisette. This is probably the one I like the least out of the ones I have tried. Patchouli, hazelnut, and very unfortunately a big cypriol amberwood type thing going on in there. Nobody expected that. Nobody asked for it. Nobody particularly wanted it. There's a lot of people hate on this fragrance. I actually wore it yesterday and really enjoyed it. I don't think I would replace this fragrance unless I had a massive change of heart between now and finishing the bottle. You can see I've put a dent in it, and this is after wearing the 10mm thing that I got. So I was pretty pleased about that. Here is the dent. I must have used about 5mm, 10mm maybe? No, not 10mm, nowhere near 10mm, 5mm. I do spray it on quite thick when I wear it though. Remarkable in its technicality because they managed to extract a goo from hazelnut, which has never been done before, or noisette. And last but not least, another classic. I won't dwell on it. You know it. I know it. It's Kouros. This is my scent of the day. It is massive. It is sweaty. It is butch. Sage, coriander, jasmine, iris, patchouli, vetiver. There's tonka, honey, leather, oak moss, musk, civet. Everything. It's one of those fragrances. It's just got a bit of everything in it. Really struggled with it for a while, but now I think it's back. It's back in the cold and shitty weather. I'm really enjoying wearing it today. I'm getting a lot more of that powdery geranium, jasmine, iris sort of thing. So I'm pretty pleased to announce that I am back loving it. This is my splash, and I have decanted it into here. These sprayers are like fire hydrants. So that was nearly full a couple of weeks ago. Not to worry. And that is it, my friends. Thank you very much for watching my fragrance rotation video, and I will see you all again soon.